Hi, this is Shay from Fool on a Journey. I'm doing another book review. This is the Tarot Playbook by Lynda Cowles. 78 Novel Ways to Connect with Your Cards. The most important thing that I want to say about this book before I even get going into, the actual content is she's got a something that you can do with every card. So like there's the Empress. Well, on each of these pages with each of these cards, there is a picture. And I want this to be a deck. Does that not look like the most beautiful death card ever? It's the fall. The leaves are changing in the fall. Hello, death. And I'm obsessed with it. I think that every single one of these is phenomenal. That's the world. The Ace of Wands. I mean, just look at that Three of Wands. That is incredible. So first of all, I just want to say that I'm obsessed with the pictures that she chose for each of these, and I would buy that deck immediately. So if she wants to get on that, I am a fan. The things that you can do have a way of being silly. It talks about, the Fool, the ceremony of getting, starting with your deck. Wrap your cards in a white silk cloth or large white handkerchief, light a candle, place your cards on a high surface such as a table or kitchen worktop, lightly rest your left hand on top of your cards and say these words. I do solemnly declare that I know of no good reason why I, say your name, should not frolic with wild abandon with you, say your deck's name, from this day forward as long as either of us cares to, forsaking no others and with no strings attached for no other purpose than to enjoy each other's company and have a good time. Cradle the cards in your hands, blow out the candle, the ceremony is complete. You and your deck have taken the first step towards present happiness. And it's just, there's a lot of them that are silly. There's a lot of them that are, really thought-provoking. Why did you select each card as your favorite or your least favorite? What about it do you particularly love or hate? Make note of your choices on a piece of paper, then fold it 3 times and place it inside the box your cards came in. Return to it in a month's time. Have your feelings changed? Turn over each card one by one and jot down what the people in the card are thinking or saying. Remember to jot down the name of the card as well. Don't give yourself time to think about it. If you turn over a card that doesn't have any people, go straight to the next card. Let's see. Sort of like an interview. Oh, this one's talking about for the Chariot, you're making yoga poses based on the cards that you pull in front of you. I thought that was pretty cool. This one's really good. It's sort of splitting up your deck in light, dark, rich, poor, which actually rich, poor would be a really fascinating way to split up a deck, or rough, smooth, open, closed. She also has an incredible way with words. This isn't one of my favorite ones, but it's one that sort of stands out as I'm flipping through again. When I was reading through this book initially, I've only done about 4 or 5 of the exercises, but initially reading through, I would laugh out loud, and my husband would think I was insane. Life for a tarot deck can be all work, work, work. Throwing a party gives your deck a chance to run wild, to let its hair down. Feast on some nibbles and engage in some small talk, all of which is essential for its emotional and psychological well-being. Watch the alcohol vote. No one wants a reading from a pickled deck. But just, it's tons of different things to do. I think this is really great for people who are still a little bit timid about, what am I supposed to do with my cards? Look at that Temperance, by the way. That is freaking beautiful. Anyways, I think this is a really incredible book for people that kind of just don't know what to do with their cards or not in a situation where they can read for a lot of people. If you need to be reading for more people, I suggest you join the forum, the tarot forum, aeclectic.net. You can do reading exchanges after you've been on there for a little bit and done some posting. So that's a great way if you want to read for people, but if you just need some ideas of what you want to do with your deck, this is a great way to go about it. Not just a pretty face, your deck is bursting with enough sounds, tastes, smells, and textures to turn every reading into a carnival, which explains why the Wheel of Fortune sounds like a merry-go-round and the Page of Wands stinks of hot dogs. That's just funny. Making your own little white book for your deck, whodunit. That was actually a pretty funny one. I haven't done that one yet, but it looked good. How will tarot be used in the future? Will we shuffle holographic decks? Will the astral plane travel at the speed of light? Will we foretell of meetings with little green men instead of tall dark strangers? If only we had some means of finding out. Shuffle your cards at exactly 88 miles per hour. There's an example of one of the times when I definitely laughed out loud. But it really is. It's a very playful sort of thing. In the back, she sort of tells you how to use it. These are the cards. Like if you want to go by card, you can go by card. There's an index in the back by card. There is an index in the back where it says sensible things to do with 22 serious decks. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. Sorry, I was not paying attention to my screen there. So if you have some that are not quite as playful, there are some things that you can do with people, things to do with non-scenic pips. There's 52 of those. Things to do in a hurry. But it just, like I said, the overall use for that one is definitely for people who just need some help with what they can do with their cards, other than just giving readings over and over and over again. Of course, practice readings are great help, and honestly, that kind of leads you into some practice readings. The best way to get to know tarot and to get better at reading your cards is just to make sure that you're doing something with them all the time. And if you need a way to sort of freshen it up and do something different, I highly recommend this book. It was not only hilarious to read through, but it was very insightful and just a great relaxed way. I think that as a tarot reader, I have a habit of getting into the groove of making everything really super deep and really super important and super meaningful, and sometimes you just need to hit the brakes and slow down and let it be more of a game. Tarot did originally start as a game, and sometimes it needs to be something that you just play with. So if you're looking for something like that, I highly recommend this book. It was great. I will link the Amazon page below so you can purchase it if you're interested. And thanks for watching.